values are quickly rising, and consumers are afraid that this is going to lead to a crash, that the bubble's going to burst or whatever. And so, we have some people that are being very cautious about making a purchase, or if they're going to sell, or just trying to decide what to do. And consumers are wondering what is going to happen. Some people want to wait until a crash to try to get really low prices. And so they're just waiting for the bubble to pop. So will the market crash? We'll talk about it right after this. The housing market is really strong, right? Homes are going for above, well over list. List is like the price that it is online, or they're going really, really quickly. I've had buyers make an appointment, and before we can get to the appointment the next day, there are already offers on the home. And so it's been a really crazy market. And which is a good thing for the sellers, right? Because the sellers can put homes on the market and really make a profit. So some are wondering, well, I'll just wait it out because we've gone through a housing crisis before. We've had a bubble pop and all the prices got really low, which is very true. The difference this time is that appreciation will continue. The value of homes will continue to increase. They will continue to go up. Whereas before there was, people got in over their heads with loans. They got into these ARM rates, and so their interest rates fluctuated. People purchased homes which they couldn't really afford. And so they had to get out of the homes, thus causing a lot of foreclosures and things like that. This time, lending practices have been tightened. So it's not like before where where everybody and their mom's just getting a loan. Like, it's not. You have to have good credit. Your credit has to be in the right place, be able to support yourself and be able to take on such a value. So your debt to income ratio needs to be correct. It's not a game. So it's very important. So that's a big difference this time around, that they aren't just giving loans away. People aren't just getting in over their heads as far as not being able to afford the mortgage, or being surprised that the interest rate changed and then the mortgage rate amount changes. It's not the same this time around. Lenders have been very cautious because of the historically low rates. There's a strong demand for housing right now, because with the interest rates being so low right now, people are trying to buy. They've gone up a little bit since like the end of last year, but they're still really historically low. So people are trying to purchase homes, and so it's kind of like, okay, we have a lot of people that want to buy homes, but then the sellers aren't really there like we would need them to be. And so that's why right now we're in a seller's market. Homes are selling for over list price. Homes are selling for, some people are waiving inspections and saying, I'll just buy the house without it. There are people who are doing all sorts of things because they really want to purchase the home of their dreams. And sometimes people are settling. So right now it is a good time, to sell, especially. But if you're buying, I would just say still be very careful. There's also a lack of inventory. So homes, there aren't like a lot of houses. A lot of people aren't selling their homes because, even if you're like, okay, I can sell my house and I can make a really great profit, but then where do I go? So people are being kind of cautious, and they're not necessarily rushing to put their homes on the market. Thus, aren't many homes on the market, and we have this whole crazy little process where we need more homes, and we have more buyers than sellers. So at the very end of the day, when we consider, okay, where's this big crash gonna be? With the way things stand right now, the housing market is really strong. So I would not necessarily expect a crash and wait on a crash. If anything, prices are constantly going up. They're increasing. So if you, even with new homes, the prices of lumber have gone up. And so like, I've gone to a builder and they said, hey, I can't quote you these prices because in a couple of weeks they will surely change because they're really going up like, $25,000. It's crazy the amount that they're going up because of the price for lumber. So if you're considering buying, I know it's a crazy market, just be patient. You may make an offer and it may not be accepted the first time or the second time or the third time. So make sure you have a realtor that, knows the market, knows the best value of the home. And I mean, still, you don't do anything where you'll later regret purchasing a home because you didn't get an inspection or you paid way over value. I believe that the right home is going to be there for you, and you may have to put in a few offers, but the right one will be there for you. So just stick it out. But I wouldn't say, but definitely don't try to wait until the market gets lower, because we just don't know. It doesn't look like that will happen unless something else happens with the economy that makes things crazy. Right now, we're in a very different situation than we were in 2008. So that's all for today. So if you have any questions, or if you know any crazy stories about someone purchasing a house, or you have a crazy story about purchasing a house, comment below. Please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, Lauren Talks Homes.